Hey everyone, this is Fernando doing another video for the Most Survivalist. Has been a while since I did a video on EDC, so basically I'll be showing what I've been carrying the last few weeks. Nothing out of the ordinary, but suppose there are a few changes here and there, and I just enjoy talking about it, so basically that's it. As always, Leatherman Charge TTI is fantastic, in my opinion, the best multi-tool there is. I actually did a video saying that it is the best multi-tool and explaining why. Always there when you need it. Just a fantastic multi-tool for everything. Just used it when I took out the garbage and had to fix one of the bins there. I mean, I cannot say enough good things about it. It's a fantastic multi-tool. Everyone should have one of these with them. Cell phone, still using the iPhone with the OtterBox Defender. I have to upgrade definitely. I'm thinking basically between the iPhone 4S, not gonna be spending the bucks on the iPhone 5, and between iPhone 4S and the Galaxy S3. I'm between those two. If you have any recommendations, guys, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to read what you think about it, which you think is the best of those two. Whatever it is, I know I'm gonna be getting still an OtterBox case for it because it just saves your phone whenever you drop it, which in my case happens pretty often. For a flashlight, I've mostly been using the one that I've showed in a previous review, the EagleTech D25C. It is very bright, almost 300 lumens, and I just like that moon mode it has. It's just very handy for when you don't need that much light. Whenever it is that moon mode is not enough, you just tap on it a little bit, there it goes into a medium, and on the maximum I keep it with the head tightened so as to always have the turbo mode, and if needed, tapping on it for that strobe. I've seen that it's not working as well as expected with RCR batteries, the rechargeable ones. It's messing up the modes. It's not working well, so I went back to primaries, which is something that I kind of regret because I like the idea of using rechargeable. So it's back to hunting for the perfect flashlight for me. I added a little bit of tent pole cord. This is specifically made so as to be very visible. Has of course this bright yellow color and some reflective material in there, which makes it easy to find. The thing about these flashlights is they're very compact and usually black or some other dark color, and if you drop them in tall grass they just disappear. So if that's the case, even if it drops in tall grass, with this bit of cord here, some of it is going to be sticking out and making it much easier to find and retrieve. And I also like the idea of having enough of it so as to be using it around the wrist whenever sometimes you're reaching somewhere and there's a possibility of dropping in a place where it would be impossible to recover your flashlight. So I just like having that alternative of using it so as to secure it a little bit. Yes, still liking it a lot, especially because it's so bright, about 300 lumens on the turbo mode, very bright, and those it stands on the tail. The moon mode is great, so still liking it a lot. But as always, still looking to see what's out there. In terms of wallet, same ease pack as before, with a zipper there for a little pocket for some coins, enough space for all my cards, cash. I always have with me a little bit of spare cash, just in case of emergencies. Cash can be one of the most valuable tools you have to work with. As always, my keychain with me, my keys, and this is a setup that I've not been tampering or messing with. When you reach a point where you're very happy with what you have, you don't make many changes. You just tweak it here and there depending on if there's really something worth it. Phoenix LDO1, so as to always have a flashlight that uses a single AAA battery, which is affordable and easy to find. Iron Key USB secure drive with the important files that I need to have with me. Titanium peanut lighter. Pico pry bar, which is not getting much use lately, especially since I have another pry bar with me, but it doesn't take enough space for me to consider getting rid of. And the Swiss Army knife mini champ, midnight mini champ with that little light there. the cool thing is that you basically have a little bit of everything in here. You have fire, light, tool, knife. So you know, it's a setup that I don't want to be touching or missing much unless there's really something worth it. Car keys, it's still my same car keys as before. I just have Vox Boker Vox titanium pry bar with glass breaker there and bottle opener. Maybe I could improve quite a bit my car keychain, especially, you know, maybe adding a little flashlight or some other little tool, maybe a Leatherman PS4, something like that would be a good idea, but still haven't got around it, especially since I always have something better with me. In terms of lighter, again, something that I've shown in previous videos, the IMCO Triplex Super lighter, made in Austria. Light, compact. The fuel lasts twice as much as it would in a Zippo, which is something that I like. The format, it fits better in the pocket. Yeah, definitely lighter, and just lasting twice as much is already a huge advantage for me, besides being more compact in the pocket. Besides that, something that I've mentioned in the video specifically about this lighter, when you turn it on, you have the possibility of using it as a little candle. And besides that, since it does, it has a flat bottom, it can stand like a little burner as well, with no problems whatsoever. Again, something that I just like about it. You cannot do this with a Zippo. You can just flick it on and leave it there, but the heat is gonna be heating up the flint, and worst of all, the little spring in there, so it heats up, and you basically risk ruining that spring in there and all this. It's not designed so as to work that way. So it's not a good idea to use one of these as a candle or as a burner. While on the IMCO, because of the design, this is basically the metal of the container that has the cotton with the fuel in there. So there's nothing that is going to be ruined by heat. You can leave it like that until it runs out of fuel without any problem. It's not going to be compromising the container in any way at all. Besides that, it is more comfortable. If you ever tried starting a fire in a camp, you know, with wood and such, using a Zippo, you always see that it's harder to get there exactly so as to lit the tinder. It's kind of hard to get to. In this case, you can use it as a candle so as to approach, put the flame exactly where you want it, and once that's done, or once you finish using it as a burner, you just put it back into the lighter, and that's it. It goes right into your pocket again. So many reasons as to love. Besides that, it is more original than a Zippo. Everyone knows what a Zippo is. These are kind of more, you know, of a novelty. Even though they have been around for almost 100 years, they just, I don't know, for me they're just more cool than Zippo. Whenever it is I'm not having the Leatherman with me, I will have the German Army knife, GAC knife by Victorinox, along with this pocket knife, the Boker Model 42. So basically that's what I do. If I'm not carrying this, I'm going to be carrying that, so as to have, you know, knife and a few tools in there as well. Whenever it is that I'm not using the Eagle Tag, I've been using these days also the MX Power ML310, a cheap flashlight by Deal Extreme, sold by Deal Extreme. This has great throw. It uses the RCR rechargeable batteries that don't run as well in the Eagle Tag, so that's something that I still like. I know the brand is, you know, not nearly as recognized as Eagle Tag, but after so many years, it still works well. And it has the bright mode, it has that low mode, and the strobe. So basically, lots of things to still like right there. What else do we have? Basically, that's, oh yes, a bit of Lyros Magic Technora cord. This is great stuff. You know, this is 20 feet, almost 6 meters. Yeah, 6 meters of cord that is as strong as 550 paracord, in spite of being obviously thinner. I just like the idea of having it with me whenever it is that you need a cord, especially something that is as resistant as this is. The resistance of 550 paracord in such a small, compact, you know, volume of cord I just cannot leave it out there. It's also very light, it's not heavy, so even though it takes a little bit of space, it's not bothering me at all. Also, watch the Casio Pro Trek Triple Solar that I've showed in previous videos. You see the graphic there of barometric pressure, how it's dropping so fast. That means that a storm is coming our way, which in fact is. It also has the moon phase in there, tide graphic, barometer and altimeter, and compass as well. Yep. So basically lots of nice things in this watch. Liking it a lot. It's all titanium except for the case. This is titanium as well. The rest is resin. This is titanium. Very nice. It does look kind of big, but since it's so light, it really does not bother you at all. I've been using it for when doing stuff around the house and such, little tasks here and there. It is not an issue, the weight or the volume of this watch. Now, if you like very compact watches, definitely yes, you would have to be looking somewhere else. Folks, as always, remember to subscribe. If you have any ideas, comments, let me know. Take care. See you in our next video. Have a great day.